Inter starting the new season against Fiorentina tonight with that burning desire to go one step further this year. Now Inter on the burst themselves with Barella. Head down, galloping forward. Martinez to his left, supported by Eriksson. Martinez! Fabulous equaliser from Inter's number 10. The 23-year-old from Argentina, who came up with 14 goals for Antonio Conte's team in Serie A last year, with a brilliant finish. Amrabat in a bit of a muddle with his defensive colleague. And Lautaro Martinez, good turn, own goal of Ceccherini. Well, a hefty slice of good fortune for Inter, but all of them aching because they pounced on uncertainty in Fiorentina's defence. Martinez once again at the heart of it. Vidal. Lukaku to Sanchez. Here comes Hakimi. Lukaku! We are back at 3-3. Romelu Lukaku with 23 Serie A goals last season. Some rare old battles between these in the past, and D'Ambrosio at the back post. 2 goals in a minute for Inter. The relief is palpable. The joy is tangible. It's Inter who start the new camp.
A rousing comeback victory at Sampdoria has Pippo Inzaghi's side eyeing an upset against Inter. The Nerazzurri also had to do it the hard way, but win they did against Fiorentina. Now it's time for Inter to make a statement here at the Vigorito. Long by Kolarov. What a ball that is. And here's Alexis Sanchez. Hakimi continues his run. Lukaku! What a start that is for Inter. Inside 30 seconds. It all began with a driven ball from Kolarov. It's a similar combination to the one we saw for Inter's third goal against Fiorentina. Gagliardini once again inviting Hakimi forward. Ashley Young round the back. Gagliardini! That's brilliant. What a goal from Inter. Gorgeous strike from Roberto Gagliardini. But once again, it's the wide men who were heavily involved. Hakimi to Young, and the Englishman just had the presence of mind to steer it back towards Gagliardini, a player very highly thought of by Antonio Conte. Montipo is giving it straight to Gagliardini. Things could yet get worse here for Benevento. Gagliardini, Romelu Lukaku, and Inter have a third. Benevento culpable on this occasion. It's all far too easy for the Nerazzurri. They have a third inside a half an hour. Lukaku filling his boots. Gagliardini turned into Sensi now. Young trying to stay on side. Young's ball in, Lukaku. And it's tapped in by Hakimi. Well, dreadful defending from Benevento. Achraf Hakimi has his first goal in Inter colours. But once again, it's a big slice of luck for the Nerazzurri. Dreadful defending once more from the home team. Now Caprari, Mancini wants the return. Still Alexis Sanchez. Now Lautaro Martinez, shooting chance, and number 5 for Inter. He's only just on the pitch, Lautaro Martinez, but he took his goal beautifully. But it has to... Normal service resumes for Inter meanwhile. They had the game won very early on, inside the first half an hour. Full-time score here.
Hello everyone, from Tony Dorigo and me, Steve Banyard. Italy's capital city, the setting for the two clubs who arguably came closest to dethroning Juventus last season. Perisic here, running into a bit of traffic. Martinez has somehow forced it in, and squeezed it onto Strakosha into one up inside half an hour.
Keep it.
1 point gained in a match with the Derby della Madonnina, one of the truly great fixtures in Italian football. The Giuseppe Meazza, the spiritual home of both Inter and Milan. A city divided in a stadium that unites them. Here's Kolarov, and Kolarov feeding Perisic. Lukaku! 2-1. The men for the big occasion, Ibrahimovic and now Lukaku. Inter 1, Milan 2.
Despite a host of absentees, Genoa coped admirably to grab a point at Verona. Tonight, the Grifone entertain an Inter side smarting from losing the derby. We're just moments away then from Genoa against Inter at Marassi. Brozovic. This is Barella, and Romelu Lukaku could be in here. Brilliantly done. Trust him to make the breakthrough. Inter have been quiet, they've been sloppy at times, but give him a chance and he will take it. Barella providing the thrust, Lukaku making the difference. A disappointed Perin, he had no chance with that effort from Romelu Lukaku. Brozovic with the corner. Headed goalwards, it's in from D'Ambrosio. Ranocchia with the first header, D'Ambrosio with the simplest of tasks. And that will be job done, 3 points, and on to the next one for the Nerazzurri. Ranocchia played a big part in making this goal. But D'Ambrosio with a stooping back post header, just as he did against Fiorentina. And Genoa's hopes of getting anything from this contest surely dashed now. Once again, the key figure for Antonio Conte's side. He broke the deadlock shortly after the hour mark with a fine finish. The Nerazzurri return to winning ways. It has finished Genoa 0.
Good evening to you from San Siro for Inter against Parma on match day 6 in Serie A. And Antonio Conte's side with a chance to lay down a marker, because a win tonight will take them level on points with rivals Milan at Italy's summit. This is the bemusing part of their game, because this is not a match they were expected to lose tonight. Trying to find an instant response, and they have done. Suddenly it is game on again. It is the substitute Brozovic, and it is Inter 1, Parma 2.
Good finish from Brozovic, who just came on, slots it into the bottom corner.
It will be the left foot of Kolarov, and it is in! Inter have equalised. In stoppage time, it is 2-2, and it is Ivan Perisic with his first goal of the season, and what a time to get it. Can they provide that?
Two of those who might be king meet here in Bergamo. Inter were many people's favourites to win Serie A this season. Atalanta seen once again as very lively outsiders. This is Ashley Young trying to win them this game as he whips it in! And Lautaro Martinez finally has another Serie A goal, and it's a massive one in Bergamo as Inter move in front.
We had to wait, but the wait was worth it. Brilliant goal. Ashley Young on the right-hand side. Good ball in, even better header. Sportiello absolutely rooted to the spot.
Lautaro is back. Stands, neither could win it, but both certainly improving.
Afternoon, everyone. The Nerazzurri meet the Granata, and even at this early stage of the season, the pressure on both to deliver. got time to turn it around though. Alexis Sanchez, Arturo Vidal, Romelu Lukaku off the bar, and there still could be a chance. Alexis Sanchez turns it in, and they've reduced the deficit quickly here, Inter. It's a great response from the home side, and they're very much back in it now.
It's perfectly instantaneous, isn't it? They needed to do something. They had to get themselves back into this game.
And they're under threat again here. Alexis Sanchez and Lukaku! 2 quick-fire goals for Inter. And from 2-0 down, they've levelled this up now, and the momentum is with the home side. Oh, Nkulu with the challenge there, and the referee.
Inter actually engaging the movement of the ball. This is possibly what the referee's looking at.
Oh, the referee is complete here, and he's given a penalty to Inter. Romelu Lukaku for Inter scores and puts them in front for the first time in the game. What a dramatic contest this has been at San Siro. Lukaku looking to finish it off here and finds Lautaro Martinez, who does exactly that. Inter will take the points, having turned the game on its head. They've now put it out of sight. A game this, a really good watch, so much drama, and it finished Inter 4, Torino 2.
Still unbeaten and just 2 points off the top. Sassuolo can seize the summit for 24 hours at least. What better opposition for the Neroverdi than Inter, the team they've beaten more than any other in Serie A. A minute's silence then to recognise arguably the greatest player to ever play the game, certainly the greatest player to ever grace these shores, Diego Armando Maradona. Lautaro Martinez with the block, he'll get the return from Alexis Sanchez. Lautaro Martinez there to apply the finish, not quite. Alexis Sanchez will though surely. Inter take the lead. Scrappy from Sassuolo. Excellent work from Lautaro Martinez, and Alexis Sanchez just couldn't miss. He got his first goal of the season last weekend against Torino, and he has broken the deadlock here. Alexis Sanchez takes the corner, Consigli stays at home, it's left for Vidal to strike, and the ball's crept over the line. Inter double their advantage. Vidal heavily involved. Inter 2 goals to the good inside the opening 15 minutes. It caught Kirikesh. Arturo Vidal. Darmian looking to test Rogerio. This is Gagliardini! Inter have a third. Sweetly struck, beautifully taken. Roberto Gagliardini joining from deep and then producing a convincing finish. Teed up well by Darmian. The touch was great into his stride and it sat up so invitingly. Conte's men, they were never really under any serious pressure from a relatively low-key Sassuolo side this afternoon. It has finished Sassuolo 0, Inter 3.
Well, with that win, Sinisa Mihajlovic made it 2 victories in a row against Inter at San Siro, with Bologna a third here this evening. In swinger from Brozovic, the header on is beaten away by Skorupski. Now Perisic, who's finding space on that far side up against Lorenzo Di Silvestri. Gets the cross in, Lukaku took a swing at it, gets a second bite and scores. Well, you can't offer up one chance to Romelu Lukaku, let alone 2. And just after the quarter of an hour, the Belgian international strikes his 8th goal of the season, and Inter have their lead.
Well, that's the quality of the man. Misses the first one. A lot of strikers might have panicked and lashed at it, but watch this, the composure. There, tries to take it first time, just stays calm, doesn't even take a touch. This is the beauty of this goal.
Now Bastoni. Brozovic. Looked up and found Hakimi. It's a good run by Hakimi! And there is number 2. And Achraf Hakimi, who's had his struggles since joining Inter, and certainly his struggles in this first half, has popped up with a really neat finish for his second goal of the season. It is Inter 2, Bologna 0, right on the stroke of half-time.
Well, I'll tell you what, the finish was good, but what about the pass?
Perisic to Vidal. Now Hakimi taking on Kailotti, and does so with ease. Hakimi, and scores a brilliant goal. Well, is this the evening where Achraf Hakimi comes of age in the Inter jersey? The right wing-back has popped up with 2 goals for them, and that really is a pressure reliever. It is Inter 3 now, Bologna 1.
On his left foot as well, cuts inside beautifully. The acceleration was a delight to watch.
But it is a third successive win for Inter in all competitions. They end this little run of Bologna. It's finished Inter 3, Bologna 1.
Time to return to winning ways for Cagliari, but this early afternoon they do have to overcome an Inter side looking to put the disappointment of the Champions League exit behind them. It's there in the middle, Cragno punching it out, the volley! Barella, fabulous finish! Well, that's the way to bury a shot, and Inter are back in it. 1 apiece now. What a finish from the midfielder. Thumped it in. Barella once more. And that's at the far post. It's in. Inter have the lead. D'Ambrosio's only just come on. Taken quickly. Barella, this time provider, right at the far post. D'Ambrosio snuck in. Cragno was caught out by this looping ball. It's a calm approach. But then Lukaku is away here, up against the keeper, who's way off his line. Lukaku can just walk this in for a third. And that seals all 3 points for Inter. Finally, it's been a wonderfully entertaining lunchtime fixture between Cagliari and Inter, and it finished.
Well, hello there, welcome along for a game of potentially huge significance in the Serie A title race as Inter host Napoli at San Siro. Lukaku up against Koulibaly, support arriving, Sensi charged down by Manolas, and then it breaks for Damian, who is felled by Ospina, and it is a penalty kick. Red card has been produced. The referee has decided to send off the player, Lorenzo Insigne, who moments ago... Romelu Lukaku into double figures for the Serie A season, and that might just be a significant one in the title race.
Well, he's already had a kick, he's already had a sniff. His best work's probably come at the other end, defending in his own box. But that's emphatic, that penalty.
3 points for Inter in their quest to win the Serie A title. A big night for Inter, a big victory for Inter. They have beaten.
With so much focus on Inter's European exit, the Nerazzurri have won 5 on the bounce in the league to quietly sneak into second. Spezia haven't won once in that same period, and Vincenzo Italiano's men will be real underdogs on their first ever league meeting with Inter. That's Young's ball forward. Lovely touch from Lukaku. Lautaro Martinez releasing Hakimi. This is better from Inter. Achraf Hakimi! What a goal that is! Inter producing 3 memorable touches. And with just that, they're able to unlock Spezia. Hakimi can cross. Instead, it's Sensi. It caught Enzola on the chest. Although his body language did suggest for a moment that he was looking suspiciously guilty. Michael Fabbri is going to come across and take a look at this, and the evidence is fairly conclusive. Sensi's cross, Enzola stuck out an arm and then stopped playing for a split second and looked at Michael Fabbri. Paolo Valeri, the video assistant referee, very quick to flag it up to Michael Fabbri. Penalty. Up steps Romelu Lukaku, and Inter do have their second. Number 11 for him, a successful spot kick against Napoli, and now he's put away this penalty too. But Inter have got maximum points. It is 6 straight wins for Inter. They do keep up the pressure on Milan. Inter 2.
Inter could go top tonight and lead Serie A over Christmas, while Hellas Verona start the game only 4 points outside the top 4. A win tonight would be their first over Inter for 28 years. Floating forward to Lukaku. Now Hakimi. Up against Di Marco into Lautaro Martinez, who opens the scoring for Inter with his first goal for a month. And Inter at last break the game open.
What a much needed goal from Martinez. And it comes from the wide player Hakimi that puts it into a brilliant area.
Brozovic sends it over. And the header goalward finds the back of the net from Milan Skriniar. Well, he's waited a long time to score for his team once more. That's the first goal he's scored in 3 seasons. And Inter's lead is restored from one of the most unlikely of sources.
Well, what a time to get that first goal in a long time.
2 goals to 1, taking them to the top of the table for the time being at least.
2021 opens at the Meazza as Inter look to start the new year as they ended the last. Antonio Conte's men are chasing an 8th straight league win and chasing leaders Milan. Visitors Crotone are rapidly improving. They ended 2020 with victory to begin to reel in the sides above them. Lukaku. It's done well. Lautaro Martinez has got the wrong side to equalise, which he does. Buried by the Argentine. Inter's front 2 combine, and the Nerazzurri are level. There will be a sigh of relief for Antonio Conte. Great hold-up play by Lukaku, and it was the weight on the pass which gave Maroni a problem. Lautaro Martinez on his toes, he knew what was coming. Just had to find the power to beat Alex Cordaz. Marone's lost it, this is Lukaku. Still Romelu Lukaku. And this is Nicolo Barella now. And there's a second for Lautaro Martinez. Unselfish from Barella. And lethal from Lautaro. Might have come off Marone last, you know. That might well be an own goal. Now Lukaku. Poking it through for Brozovic, and Lautaro Martinez is in here. Brilliantly taken. This time he does have his second. Inter have their third, and Conte's men are back in front. Lovely back heel from Romelu Lukaku, and Brozovic just kept it moving. Cordaz couldn't get out swiftly enough, and Lautaro Martinez just had to lift it beyond him. Lukaku holding off Luperto and turning away. Romelu Lukaku makes it 4-2. That is him in a nutshell. Luperto hasn't been able to live with him all afternoon. And on this, his 50th Serie A appearance, Romelu Lukaku has his 35th goal in the Italian top flight. Perisic, lovely feed, Ivan Perisic, and Lautaro Martinez has his first hat-trick in Inter colours. Inter want a 6th. Darmian. This is Hakimi. They have a 6th. Sweetly struck, beautifully taken. One wide man to another. Darmian for Achraf Hakimi. That's now his 5th goal in Serie A. A convincing Inter victory at the Stadio Giuseppe Meazza, where it has finished Inter 6, Crotone 2.
Not just two former champions today, but also title contenders and Serie A's top scorers on the Epiphany. It's a public holiday in Italy with Sampdoria hosting Inter. That's De Vrij! And Inter have a goal back. The fighting spirit, this team very much in the mould, in the character of Conte.
Well, it's a big goal at a crucial time for Inter Milan because they know now they've got time to get back into this game. Not only draw it, but go and get the win.
Huge dent in Inter's title charge, but what a win for Sampdoria. Sampdoria 2, Inter 1. With Serie A's league leaders no longer unbeatable, their two closest challengers clash in Rome today. Another of the key battles in pursuit of the crown. Beyond the right, there's Skriniar! And the revival begins. Milan Skriniar, yet another towering header from one of Inter's centre-backs this week. Love is in the air in Rome.
Well, it's certainly a goal that has been certainly coming. It's almost a carbon copy of the winner he got against Hellas Verona. Ball in from Brozovic, and it was a free header. Disappointed marking, though, from Roma.
Brozovic, Hakimi. Promising here, Hakimi! Oh! Top draw! Absolutely top draw! Hakimi playing with authority, bravado, panache, and Inter are right back to their very best.
Well, if you're a fan of football, you will be a fan of this goal. Unstoppable there for Paul Lopez to keep out the goal. You don't save those.
Once again between these two, a 3-point gap preserved by a 6th successive draw. It finishes Roma 2, Inter 2. The Derby d'Italia, its very name points to what many regard as the biggest game in Serie A. But no doubt tonight it is a clash of Italian titans. Here's Hakimi now. Vidal screens it. Using his physique, whipped in Barella! And this time it's in! And of all the people, Arturo Vidal, 4 years a Juve player, and today he scores his first league goal for nearly 6 years. But here at the other end, Barella is in behind! It's 2! Oh, and Barella, he has been brilliant throughout the match, and now he has something personal for his reward.
Well, he's had the freedom of the part because he's up against Aaron Ramsey, who wants to run forward and wants to be a playmaker and wants to get in the opponent's box.
A moment over 4 years in the making. The taste of victory over the reigning champions is the sweetest taste of all. Antonio Conte victorious against his old club. Inter 2, Juventus 0.
After wins for rivals Milan and Juventus, Inter must do likewise to restore the status quo at the Serie A summit. Benevento were put to the sword in the reverse fixture, but the Witches are much improved since then. This is ominous for Benevento. Eriksson stood over a set piece. And it comes from Eriksson. And it's in. Ranocchia might have got a touch. Perisic is celebrating. Riccardo Improta trying to clear. And it will go down as an own goal. Great start for Christian Stellini and Inter. Eriksson. Skriniar. Barella, Hakimi. In from Gagliardini. This is Lautaro Martinez! Able to beat Monty Poe at his near post. Perhaps some question marks about the goalkeeping, but that mini goal drought is over. But he's doubled the Nerazzurri's advantage here. An opportunistic strike from Lautaro Martinez, and Pippo Inzaghi sees his side concede an early goal at the start of the first half and an early strike at the start of the second. Montipos giving it to Lautaro Martinez, and Lukaku applies the finish. A mistake from Benevento, that will be game, set and match for Inter. And Lukaku back on the score sheet in Serie A too. The front two combining, but not in the way you'd normally expect. Alexis Sanchez. This is Lukaku, another chance for him, and he takes it. Yet another brace in Inter colours for Romelu Lukaku. And whereas the first goal owed much to the work of Lautaro Martinez, this time it was Alexis Sanchez who picked him out. Hakimi tonight, but his players did the job. The final score, Inter 4, Benevento 0.
And a very good evening to you from the Artemio Franchi in Florence. For Fiorentina, the chance to take one of the biggest scalps in Italy and to add yet another twist to this intriguing title race. Here's Alexis Sanchez. Now Barella, it may open up for Barella! Who scores a stunner for Inter. A quiet beginning, but suddenly Nicolo Barella lights up the Artemio Franchi.
Oh, what a goal this is. Just the control, the precision, the execution, and the quality was unstoppable.
Barella was just clipped there by Asarik. Here's Alexis Sanchez, and now Hakimi, the charging run, the ball rolled across. Ivan Perisic makes it look so simple. His goal, but made by Achraf Hakimi's blistering pace and awareness.
Igor's not going to catch him, goes in behind him, just runs off Biraghi, and then all of a sudden it's the composure just to square it neatly there for Perisic to make the run in from that left-hand side. Easy finish there for the Croatian.
Of the Serie A table for now at least, and it finishes here. Fiorentina 0, Inter 2. Well, what a night for Inter here at San Siro. They have the chance to go top of the Serie A table, but to do that they'll have to beat a Lazio side that have been the in-form team. Eriksson, now Lukaku with a little touch round the corner for Lautaro Martinez. Penalty, points to the spot. Wesley Hurt with the challenge. Yellow card, because it was an honest attempt to play the ball, but Fabri makes a massive call at San Siro. Lukaku, 12 out of 12. For a lucky 13, puts Inter in front. Fortunate, certainly, but a deadly spot kick, and Lukaku strikes at San Siro for Inter.
Brilliant penalty. Pepe Reina goes the other way.
It's a giveaway, and it's seized upon here by Perisic. Ricochets through for Romelu Lukaku. Now the flag has gone up, and he's arguing that it came off a Lazio boot. Goal disallowed for now. Let's take a look.
Well, Brozovic was trying to play it to the left-hand side. It hit the Lazio player and went straight to Romelu Lukaku.
The goal is given. Brozovic pass played backwards. The touch came off Lazzari, and Lukaku with the finish. And they've got to do better than that on the quarter of a yard of space, but away by Brozovic now for Lukaku. And Parolo trying to deal with him, and he can't, and he rolls it for Lautaro Martinez. Inter on the counter. surge to the top of the Serie A table. Lukaku and Lautaro, the perfect combination.
As soon as Lukaku picked that ball up, he had a little look who it was. He saw it was Parola, and he was just going to knock the ball beyond him.
Inter with a massive win, move to the top of the Serie A table. Inter 3, Lazio 1. And good afternoon to you wherever you are around the world from San Siro in Milan, where we're looking forward to a fixture that may well define the rest of this glorious Serie A season. A minute's silence and reflection. Mauro Bellugi. Now Lukaku trying to get in behind Romagnoli, and Romagnoli treading water. Lukaku tried to find Lautaro Martinez. Didn't trust his right foot, but he trusts Lautaro now. Inter strike first, and once again, it's Lukaku and Lautaro.
That combination is absolutely deadly. You cannot give Lukaku any sort of space on that halfway line because he's got the speed just to run away from you, as Romagnoli found out, but also the link-up play between the two strikers from Inter has been superb all season.
Oh, look at Hakimi go away from Tonali. Support here from Eriksson. Danger signs for Milan. Eriksson for Perisic. Brilliant. That is the team goal to end all team goals. A second for Lautaro Martinez. A thriller from Inter, and they lead 2-0 in the derby.
A superb counter-attacking goal. This is what the Inter side is all about. Brilliant all-round play, great understanding. Donnarumma, no chance.
Forward by Perisic. Counter-attacks on again here. Lukaku with Hakimi to his right. He's only interested in going on his own. Lukaku sends Inter 4 points clear at the top. This is the day they take control of the title race. And it's the day they tore Milan apart. Inter make a massive statement in the race for the Scudetto. Milan 0, Inter 3.
Afternoon, everyone. Match week 24, and Inter find themselves at the Serie A summit. Genoa present a very different challenge today, but one that can't be underestimated. The Griffones' turnaround in form, nothing short of spectacular in 2021. But it's Inter on the attack early on here with Romelu Lukaku. Lautaro Martinez to his left. Oh, but he didn't need it. What a start. Inside a minute, it's the in-form, it's the devastating Romelu Lukaku who gives Inter the lead at San Siro. He is unstoppable. Barella's pass fine. Lukaku here has found Damian. Oh, what a good finish to double Inter's lead here. Recall to the side today, the only change, Damian coming in, of course, from the big derby win against Milan. Perisic. Lukaku called for it and he got it, and he forced the save, and Alexis Sanchez! Ha! Well, the flag's up. Thought he'd scored with his first touch. Lukaku seemed to be offside, but a check ongoing here.
It's very close, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was tight. I'm not surprised that they are taking their time over this. Well, it's been given. Well, Inter just keep on winning. That is 5 in a row now, unbeaten in 8 in Serie A. Inter 3, Genoa 0.
And a very good evening to you from the Ennio Tardini in Parma, where Inter Milan have the chance after Milan slipped up last night to go 6 points clear at the top of the Serie A table. Here's Brozovic for Lukaku. Oh, it ricochets through for Alexis Sanchez! Was it over the line? Yes! Parma weren't able to clear in time, and it's Alexis Sanchez with a scruffy goal, but a golden goal for Inter. They're in front of the Tardini.
Well, I think the way the ball finds him, he's slightly fortunate, but he made the run. Great run from Sanchez. Tries to go across the goalkeeper, he gets a good hand on it, and there you can see it's just over the line.
Here's Osorio. Beware Inter on the counter, because here goes Romelu Lukaku. He's going to streak away here from Valenti. Now he finds Alexis Sanchez, who's Inter's hero on the night, and who sends Inter 6 points clear at the top of the Serie A table.
Once again, what a bit of centre-forward play this is from Lukaku. He knows exactly where the space is, and when the ball comes to him, just watch how he lets it roll across his body, and he's got the pace to run away from Valenti, cuts back across him, and then he's got the composure, and he times it just right before Sanchez runs offside.
Inter hang on, they have been tested almost to the limit here by a very good Parma. It finishes at the Tardini. Parma 1, Inter 2.
Yes, the clock is ticking and time is running out if anyone is to catch Inter at the top of the Serie A table. Certainly a hugely anticipated match tonight from the Giuseppe Meazza. The league leaders facing Atalanta. Behind them is Perisic. De Vrij leaps, Bastoni jabs, Skriniar! And the centre-backs have come up with the goal. He's been utterly preoccupied with Duvan Zapata until now, but Milan Skriniar. Big goal.
Well, I just wonder whether the referee was thinking about giving a penalty here. That's a very good finish from Skriniar. Just hits through the back of the ball, right into the corner. Nothing the keeper can do about it.
Eyes is beginning to shine brightly in those Inter eyes. Final score thanks to Skriniar's goal. Inter 1, Atalanta 0.
Two famous names of Italian football going toe-to-toe. Torino find themselves in some trouble though. Their task couldn't be much tougher today against an Inter side on a run of 7 straight Serie A wins as they chase a first Scudetto title since 2010. Here's Barella. In towards Eriksson, Lautaro Martinez, Lukaku. Lautaro goes down, penalty given. That might just change everything. Just caught, just inside the area. And Paolo Valeri points to the spot. Lukaku, coolly done. Opens the scoring for the leaders. Relief for the Nerazzurri as Romelu Lukaku steps up to score goal number 19 of his Serie A season. The ball is delivered in towards Lautaro Martinez! And as he so often does, Lautaro comes up with a big goal for Inter. Their lead is restored. Cushions the header across the keeper into the corner. And the table toppers on top again in Turin. It is another step towards the Scudetto for Inter. He certainly had to work hard for it here.